Hello, my Canasta friends. Welcome to the Canasta Class Clinic. In this clinic, we're reviewing the basics, tips, and strategies all about Canasta. Our topic in this tutorial we're discussing all about Wipeout score. This is an alternative way to play when scoring in Canasta. Please put any questions in the comments below or what you would have done different during play as we play on real Canasta. Let's learn and grow together as Canasta players. Before we get started, let's connect. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, get thumbs up for the topics that you enjoy so that YouTube knows that you like the content. Be sure to share with fellow Canasta players so they can learn and grow together also. And again, thank you for always leaving comments. I love engaging with you and chatting all about Canasta, and I love hearing from you and your thoughts. It means the world to me that you show up each week and give your love and support for the Canasta Class channel. You can also consider giving a thanks by clicking on the thanks button and giving a small monetary donation for your appreciation for all the content that I share here on this channel. Don't forget to click on the thanks. Now let's move on to our topic so we can learn and grow together. Let's talk about wipeout scoring. Wipeout scoring is given to the other team when one team achieves a special hand. I will let you know that during my regular in-person game when scoring and online at Real Canasta, we score where both teams will count their points where they are in the game when the team gets the special hand. Please consider choosing the option that best fits your teams. There are two options to choose from when deciding what type of score your team will choose. There's the traditional way where the team should count their score, or there's an alternative way called Wipeout, when a team wins a round with a special hand. This is decided prior to game start and when you sit down at the table to begin your games. The first option is how most people will play. If my team has gotten a special hand, they will receive the value of the special hand. They won't count their threes, they won't count any penalty points they have in their hand, or get extra points for going out first. The other team will typically count their points or penalties based on if they have no canastas, they will get all negative points. If they have one canasta, they will negate the threes, meaning they will not be counted, and then they would deduct the cards left in their hand off the table. They would get the value of any melded cards, and then they would score that as their card count, and they'd get the value of the canasta. Or if the team has more than two canastas, they get the value of the threes, they get the cards deducted in their hands and the cards melded on the table, and they get the value of the canastas. If the other team had any penalty points, the one who did not get the special hand, if they were holding more than two sevens or two aces, they would also include that as a negative in their total score. I have a whole video on my Canasta Class channel about scoring. You can check that out on the YouTube channel. What I wanted to share with you was another option, as I mentioned, that people may score is called Wipeout. With Wipeout scoring, when a team achieves a special hand, that team gets the score for the special hand only. No bonuses, as I mentioned, for the threes, no extra points for going out, and no points for the cards left in their hands are not deducted, nor are there any penalties. They get the score for the special hand only, and it's typically a large value. With Wipeout, the opponent's score, meaning the other team, after the one team received a special hand score, would be 0. Their score would completely be wiped out. No score would be recorded for the other team. What is interesting about Wipeout is it kind of changes the whole game. Any points for penalties they would have received are completely wiped out, meaning they get a 0. So for example, if they had more than 2 sevens in their hand, they could be holding that. They would not get the penalty for that. It would just be 0. This could completely change the game strategy on how you hold sevens and aces, and you could possibly be creating a whole new game of Canasta. Please consider what way you choose. Is the traditional way where the other team will score where they are, or you're deciding to do Wipeout. However your group enjoys to play is the best way. Be sure it's clear at the beginning of the game so that no one has surprises when you're tallying up your score. And I'd love to hear, do you play with Wipeout? Will you try Wipeout scoring? Please drop it in the comments below and let me know how you feel about Wipeout scoring, or how you score your game when somebody achieves a special hand. I love hearing from you. Please consider becoming a channel member. Take your love of Canasta to the next level by joining our Canasta class channel. While all the content is free, you can decide to support the channel. There are 3 levels to choose from. Just click on join on the main page and you can read all about them and find the one that best fits your lifestyle. Again, there are free ways to support me that I have already mentioned by subscribing, giving me thumbs up, sharing videos with friends, and commenting. Now you could become a channel member for a small monetary donation. Please consider becoming a member, and I thank you again for those who already have and who also continue to support this channel by showing up each week. Also on the home page, there's a magnifying glass that you can click on and search any topic that you're interested in. And if you can't find it, be sure to email me at mahjongclass@yahoo.com and I will be happy to include the topic in one of our next upcoming videos. Looking forward to hearing from you. Now let's get on and play on Real Canasta. Before we hop on Real Canasta, don't forget to grab your punch card. We have been doing this for the past 4 weeks, so this is week 5. We achieved 2 special hands of Zip Code and Wilds, and I'm working to achieve all 8 of the topics I picked, meaning most of them are special hands, so that I can purchase a new set of Canasta cards. It's kind of like a goal just to teach myself to play special hands more often. So now let's head over to Real Canasta and play a game and see how many rounds it takes us to play and if we can achieve some of these special hands and we can punch our punch card, and I'm looking forward to it. On Real Canasta, select New Game. We're playing fast, 5 cards of a meld of a natural card before you can add a wild, and then invisible mode so we can chat. Sort your cards by rank. Put out your 3s and take a new card and pick a card for your turn. We clearly have our opening melds. We have 100 points with aces and wilds, and then we have jacks or 9s, whichever we choose. Let's get rid of a 10 to start with. We could also try for a special hand, which would be pair, 3 of a kind, 3 of a kind, and 4 of a kind. 2 pairs with 2 3 of a kinds and a 4 of a kind. Oh, maybe we should try that. Let's try for a special hand. We either need a jack, 9, or an ace. A king. I'm gonna get rid of it. Now I knew he was gonna pick that, but that's okay. Let's see if we can get the jack, 9, or 6. Actually, we need an ace, not a 6. They do have 1 canasta. I'm going to watch. Now they have 2, so now they're ready. They qualify to go out. I can also piss the pack here, but it's only 3 cards. And we got an 8. I don't want the 8. They put 6s out. Come on, jack, 9, or ace. A 4. I'm going to let it go one more time. I am giving up some points, but this will be a huge win for us if we get these points. Now they have 900 points. And there it is, special hand. And this is zip code, which we've already punched. We got 2,500 points for that. It's very significant in the game. They got 1,560. I did have to give them the pack twice, which isn't so great, but I am very happy that we got 2,500 points. On to the next round. Don't forget to look for those special hands. It's my turn, sort by suit, put out your threes. And we're at 125. I have to pick a card for my turn. Oh boy. We have plenty of cards to open. Let's get rid of the 10. I think I'm going to go ahead and open next hand. I picked a jack. So let's open. And our 3 kings. And then we are open. I'm going to get rid of the jack. Ah, I've got a jack. I was trying to maintain the low cards because that's typically what people get rid of. Ah, a queen. Thank you. So I picked the pack. Now we do have a pair of jacks, which is exciting. And we picked up that ace. And we have pairs of 4s, 6s. I'm going to get rid of the 8. Oh, I should have put out my king. I'll put out my king. I'll go ahead and close the kings and the queens. And I'll put out my 9. And we got another 4. I'm going to put out my 4s. And I think I'll get rid of the jack. I'll put out my 6s. Oops, get rid of the jack. Wow, they missed all their cards. I can put out my 3 10s. I doubt that he has 7s. We're trying to get out of this game. I can put my 6 down and get rid of the 7 and go out. So they have no canastas. It'd be a great time to do that. I have to ask my partner. They said yes, so I'll put down my 6 and get rid of my 7. They got negative points because they have no canastas, and they got negative for the 3s, all the cards on the table, and all the cards in their hand. And we gained 1,655. We are going to be at 155, and they are at 125. Don't forget to look for a special hand. Ooh, we won't have a lot of wilds. Oh, they're already opening. A 9. So we have 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 20, 30, 40, 50 with a wild. I'm going to get rid of a 6. Oh, they had 6s. Bummer. I'm going to open next hand. Oh, another wild. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. We can open with wilds. It's a gamble. We can try it. There has 2 wilds to close the canasta. And I'm going to get rid of the 9. points. We already have wilds on our Canasta punch card. I suppose we could put a double click there. And we picked up another king. Let's get rid of the queen. He discarded queens. I'm going to get rid of another queen. Nice, natural kings. I'm going to take the pack. Why not? They only have one canasta. Let's put out all our cards just in case they go out. There was a lot of queens in there. We do need a safe discard. We have... only sixes are not safe. I'm going to get rid of the jack. I said sixes aren't safe. I meant that sixes were closed. Nice, another natural. Some nice points. 4. Put out our 5. They have 10s out. I'm going to get rid of the 10. Why not get rid of the high points? Two 7s we want to hold on to. 9s can go out. I'm not going to get rid of the 8. I'll start getting rid of the 6s next. Get rid of that 7. We only want to keep 2. Oh, there's an 8. Perfect. We can put our 8 down. Oh, 2 8s we have. Let's put them out. Get rid of the 6. Nines are good to get rid of. They have 9s in 6th position, or 5th position, sorry. We got another 9, get rid of it. So we gained 3,620. They have 2,120. We are at 180 and they are at 125. That was a nice hand for us. We got 2,000 points for the wilds, and then we got 2 pure canastas. Very nice. Sort by rank. And we're at 180. That's going to be a little harder to get with the lower cards. We could play for pairs. In order to get pairs, we have to have 7s, aces, pairs of jokers, pairs of 2s, called Miami pairs. Not sure that's going to happen. Put out your 3. Let's see, they threw out a 6, so I think 6 is good. They have all the aces, so we're definitely not going to get those Miami pairs. We have to get to 180 though, that's going to be tough. We have 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40. We only have 140 at this point. I don't think we're going to be able to use these little 5s, so we're going to have to get rid of them. Get rid of the 5. So 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. If we get another wild card. I'm going to get rid of 1 7. Not usually what I like to do, but I'm trying to get all these points here. We need a king or a 10. And we got a 9. Yeesh, they could have all of them. Oh, good. I think that's 2 7s. I'm getting rid of the 9 again. Yay, we can open 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, Did I miscount there? But it's 180. We have 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10. That's where I messed up. It's 110, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. There you go. And discard, and I get 3 cards for the Talon. Nice. We need another Canasta. I can put out my 10. Maybe they have wilds. I'm going to hold my... I guess I could put out the king. And 4, 6. I guess it doesn't matter. I'm going to put out the 4. Oh, no wild cards. Bummer. An 8. Oh, I can't put it out because we don't have the other Canasta. I guess I should have held 2 cards. So learn from my mistake. I probably should have held the king because then I could have got rid of the 6 and put the 8s here. It's okay. Put out the 6. Oh, we got all the 7s. Yay! How exciting. I wasn't even paying attention to that because I didn't have any. Sweet. We just won this game. It's probably game over. We will have the penalty, I think, for the aces. I think there was a lot of aces. I had 2, maybe 3 aces. They might get a penalty, but that's okay. Look at all the canastas we're getting. That was a nice pickup. King. And guess what? I can go out. I can put the 8 down and go out. We did get the penalty of 1,500 for the aces, but that's okay. That was a great pickup. We got a lot of canastas there. I did get us 100 points for going out, so it reduced our ace penalty by 100 points. Still won the game, pretty significant. We got 4,400 in just one hand. That was beautiful. I already punched for wild cards. I already punched for zip code, but we can do it again because those are the 2 hands that we played today. Next week, we're going to talk about the most common hands played. So I'm going to just repunch those 2. My big heart is kind of filled with the punches, but we keep trying. I'd like to get some of the other hands. That would be really great to learn and see them visually. You can practice by putting them out in front of you using a deck of cards and practice building special hands. Put the sheet of special hands next to you and see if you can make them. The more you play with them, the more you'll use them and the more you'll win. They do play a considerable part in your game, and as you can see today, we were a big winner. I appreciate that you show up each week and join Canasta class. Be sure to check out videos on the channel, past videos, there's some great ones, and send me your topics. I need topics, kids. I would love to help you with your Canasta game. Tell me some things that you struggle with, or maybe something interesting that you discovered that you'd want to share with everyone else. Thank you again, and I'll see you next week, and have a good one. Next week will be about the most special hands played. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.